Welcome to another Chef Knives to Go quick look product review. I'm Steve Gamache, and this time we've got the Kato VG10 Suminagashi or Damascus Petty 120mm knife. So this is from Hiroshi Kato, the blacksmith, and the Suminagashi refers to the kind of a paper or layered look to the finish, which is it's a Damascus finish, so we'll get to that. But the core steel is VG10 stainless steel, which is a high quality full stainless steel that's used in lots and lots of knives. If it's heat treated well, it does it's a good steel. Heat treat on this is around 61 to 62 Rockwell. The construction is a kind of nickel Damascus stainless layered softer stainless and, like I said, nickel cladding on top of that. And they've done an acid etch to it, which basically takes the different types of material and it gives you the gray and silver highlight. So it's a real dramatic kind of cloud effect. It's pretty cool. So very dramatic effect. Let's take a quick look at it. So it's really pretty blade. So the acid etching brings that out. You've got some hand chiseled kanji on here, although you got to have the right light angle to see them because of the finish on it. You can see the core steel peeking through at the edge. As long as we're at it here and got it up and close, the left side of the blade has just it's plain in terms of no kanji or anything, but just a really cool look. So what's the weight on this thing? It is 2.3 ounces or 66 grams. Edge length about 123 millimeters on this one. They can vary just a little bit from the tip to the back of the blade, known as the chin. The overall length about 9 inches. And they're pretty thin. It's a small knife, so it's about 1.55 millimeters or about 1.5 millimeters. I don't know, camera. There you go, about 1.5 millimeters, and pretty much we hold that, and it doesn't have a lot of distal taper, but it does thin out nicely at the very, very tip. Blade height, about 29.3 roughly on this one. So it's got a little bit of height to it, kind of has that mini Guto shape to it. And the handle is a stabilized pack of wood handle with a kind of a rosewood colored finish on it. Nice fit and finish on the handle, the rivets. It's a partial tang to lighten it up, so they've got the tang showing at the top. And then it's a partial tang inside the knife, and then all wood on the bottom, so that keeps the handle light to keep the knife balance reasonable. Speaking of which, the balance is going to be pretty far back just because of the blade so small. It's about right there in that first rivet. Fit and finish is nicely done. They've got a little bit of relief on the spine and the choil. Out of the box edge, just the average out of the box edge, about a 5 out of 10. But of course, you can make it a lot sharper if you know what you're doing, or you could have Chef Knives to Go sharpen it for you. They've got a purchase or for-pay service that you can order and have it sharpened before they send it out to you. Let's look at on our cutting board. So here's what we look like on the cutting board. It's got a nice profile to it. A little bit of flat spot at the heel, gentle curve. I can get about right there before I start digging the tip in, so plenty of rocking space over small stuff, which is what you're going to do with this knife anyway. It'll do, quite a wide variety of tasks, and it's a little tall, but you could do a little bit of in-hand work, some paring work if you needed to, if you didn't have a paring knife handy. You've got a little bit of clearance depending on the size of your hands. And not too bad clearance-wise, but again, on shorter knives or knives that are not tall at the heel, you can always move your knife off the edge of the cutting board if you get a taller board like this and give yourself plenty of space for your fingers down here. Or you can just scoot the whole board if it's a thin board, just scoot it to the edge of your countertop and work off the edge of your countertop, and that'll give you lots of space to work for your fingers. So anyway, there you have a really nice dramatic looking petty. This is the Kato VG10 Suminagashi petty, the 120mm.